Hello, hello. Who am I reading for tonight? Welcome, darlings. Jump in the chat, y'all. Let me know who I'm reading for, what this is about. You know? Kartik, hi, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. An angel reading? You mean from this deck, or did you have something specific in mind? Hi, Kimberly. Welcome. The spells deck? So this one, I was actually going to try something a little bit new and doing some book divination. So, oops. So sorry, y'all. So with this one, I was thinking I could do one of these. Follow your heart, Kimberly, whatever you feel comfortable talking about. And I mean, it could just be, yeah, whatever you feel comfortable to put out is what I'll read off of. But Kartik, I was thinking of rolling with this and seeing what spell needs to be shared. Which is more suitable for what, Kartik? And Kimberly, I'll get to your question next, dear. Okay, doke. Just okay, I got you. All right, let's get this rolling. So, what's going to happen in February? Hi, Pooja. How are you, dear? Welcome. I'm feeling drawn to this deck. Kartik. Like, we are, I mean, I know the moon is in Pisces now, but we just had the Aquarian new moon. It's also the Lunar New Year, Year of the Dragon. Go to utopiamagic.org if you want to read more about that. But yeah, it's a good time for manifesting, and that's something that I love about this deck. That's the focus. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm the kind of reader that, of course, I want to hear all the tea, right? But at the same time, I want to help people to keep pressing on, keep moving forward. I don't like to dwell on the sad stuff, Let me cut this deck again. All right, card tip. Let's try this again. Oh, I am doing well, Pooja. Thank you. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your good luck. Yeah, absolutely, Pooja. Bottom of the deck, first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. So let me read for this card. All right, first quarter in Sag. Believe in your good luck. Whatever is going on in your life, you need to take care of the small stuff and the big stuff will fall into place. Problems can arise now because of carelessness or a judgment lapse. Avoid telling everyone your opinion until you're sure you know exactly what's going on. Think about the baby steps you need to take on your way to your goal and don't take too many risks. Believe in your own good luck, but don't be arrogant about it. Think an important decision through carefully before taking action. Manifesting mix. Your challenge when this card comes up is to dream, but be prepared to put in the hard work required to make your dreams real. Manifesting mindset. Making peace between the part of you that needs everything to make sense and the part that wants to throw caution to the wind. All right, Kartik. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Thanks for coming back. My repeat offenders are always my favorite. You know. All right, Kimberly, how does Marshall feel? I'm feeling drawn to, oh, you're welcome, dear. Thank you. Cheers. I hope to see you back soon. And Kimberly, I'm going to use this Twin Flame deck. Now, this deck is just, sort of like keywords and phrases. So there's no like booklet or anything that I'm going to be reading from, but it could, provide you with what you want, given that this is a relationship deck. Okay. So, Kimberly, how does Marshall feel about you? Oh. Oh, my hand. This deck is like so big. Kimberly, are you still here, dear? These cards aren't responding. If you're not, that's okay. Can move on to Pooja. Okay, there you are. Let's give this another try. Yeah, go put your energy down on these cards so they'll pop. Maybe it's just this deck. let me grab this one. Stress, tension, turbulence. Yeah, my thumbs are feeling it. I'll grab this one. This particular deck has a relationship message with every card, so this one will also give good insight. Bottom of the deck, number 45, time to go. And the card that flew out, time to go the distance, I guess. 45 and 47, respectively. So let me read what this card has to say in the relationship message. And above all else, Kimberly, please listen to your own intuition. If you're new to my readings, I stress that as much as possible. Please listen to your own intuition above what anybody else has to say, okay? So, hi, Taylor. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Yes, of course, wife. I can add you to the list. I have Pooja next. Wifey, I can add you. Taylor, welcome to Utopia Magic. I've added you. Yes, indeed. All right, so let me get on this. So, Kimberly, Marshall's feelings, or the feelings surrounding your relationship. So going the distance, the essential meaning, endurance, strength, the long haul, relationship message. You either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time, for better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? All right, dear. That's the message that I've got for you, Kimberly. Thanks for coming to spend time with me. Thanks to everybody who's come in tonight. Appreciate y'all. All the good stuff. Thank you so much. All right, Pooja, Moon Deck. Let's get it. Oh, you're so welcome, dear. Thank you. Thank you. And guys, go to utopiamagic.org to enter yourself for our newbies here. utopiamagic.org. We have a contest going on to win a free reading with myself or one of the other readers. Reader of your choice. Awesome. Hi, Pooja. I love seeing my familiar people. Thanks for coming in tonight, dear. Oh. As soon as I thought in my head, like, what does Pooja need to hear? This card flew out. Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Is that why you're here, darling? And look at the bottom of the deck. Believe in your own good luck. The one that I just read. Interesting. All right, so Miss Pooja, clear your mind. First quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world. Oh, excuse me. Nope. Last quarter, not first. Hey, oh. Forgive me. Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Fretting is a sweet-sounding word for feeling anxious. Drawing this card suggests that you or someone close to you is fretting. As you already know, this won't help you to move closer to your goals, as it means you're directing thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you do want. Deliberately manifesting a goal comes from a happy place where you feel good. So focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk them through to clear your mind. This is far more likely to bring good results. Manifesting mix. While racing thoughts can be problematic, getting stuck in repetitive thought patterns isn't any good either. Find a balance here. Manifesting mindset. Getting into a negative rut messes badly with your manifesting ability. Turn that frown upside down. Yes, indeed. Yeah, talk it out, journal it out. If there's something that's been on your mind, like especially when it comes to manifesting, like when we're talking about this time of the month, it's great to write out the things that you want to release in black ink and the things that you're looking to manifest in blue. So if there's something that you need to like, hi, blessed one, of course. Welcome back, dear. So if there's something, Pooja, that you need to like let go of, it's okay to let go of it. Or if there's something that you've just been, that's just been on your mind that you're like, I want to do this thing. I want to make this thing happen. Utilize the manifesting side of things. Okay. I hope that helps, darling. I hope that resonates. And of course, I hope to see you back soon. Thank you, Pooja. Of course, thank you. Wifey, what decks do I use? I have a few different decks here. This is a traditional tarot deck. This one is like, like a bold, trigger word, whatever you call it. This doesn't have any booklet with it, whereas these other 5 decks do. And then I have this one here as a little book divination. If anybody feels drawn to this, I can flip it back and forth until it feels right. Or you let me know, stop in the chat. I hope that answers the question, because it is now your turn, darling. Wife to be. And sorry for shaking the camera, guys. If there's a certain deck or a certain stone that's calling to you, just let me know. When you say a traditional tarot read, I'm not quite sure what you mean. I can shuffle this deck for you and I can see what cards come out if you don't have a specific question. I'm just trying to keep this to like single questions so that I can read for as many people as possible. A message from your lover. Let's see. This particular tarot deck that I am using is this here, the Mythical Goddess Tarot, and whatever card flies out. I appreciate this deck because, of course, it can be interpreted in the traditional tarot way, like Rider-Waite, This deck also has, an interesting perspective to it. So, yay! What's up, Jen? I'm so glad you're here. Let me add your name to the list before I start shuffling. After I read for Wifey to Be, I'm going to be reading for Taylor after Taylor, Blessed One after Blessed One, Jen. So Wifey, let's see what is the message that you need to hear. Now, my reads are based off the energy that's here and present, but are you focusing your energy down on the deck? You're going to get the message that you need to hear, okay? So let's give this a go, Wifey. And always, y'all, please, if you haven't heard me say this yet, trust your own intuition above all else. I need to cut the deck again. Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Scorpio. Bottom of the deck is a Capricorn card, Mary Magdalene. Number 15, initiation. But this one, again, a Scorpio card, King of Cups. I always see King of Cups, generally speaking, as a Pisces card. But again, as I said, this particular deck has a different sort of perspective on this. So, Crone of Seas, Resurrection, Scorpio. The Crone of Seas rises from the ocean depths, reborn through the dark night of the soul. She embodies heart transformation and resurrection from death into new form. She is pure female being and expression, companion of the underworld, renewed and resurrected through massive emotional change. The sea crone appears during powerful times of release and shift in your life. Let her lead the way through the murky depths of your personal underworld into the resurrection of your heart and expression. Welcome the change and renewal that is upon you. So, I don't know if you've been through some rough relationships to get to the right one, but what you're starting from, yeah, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. So don't be standoffish, because you may have been hurt in the past. Like Scorpio Venus, they'll stalk you. Just kidding. I say that as a Scorpio Mars and a Scorpio Saturn. So I mean that with all the love. But I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Thank you for coming and spending time with me tonight. It's a joy and a pleasure. Thank you. And Miss Taylor, what deck can I grab for you, dear? Or if there's a particular question that you have that may give me, is tea completely over it? Let's see. I'm feeling drawn back to this deck. Is there a certain deck that's drawn, like you're being drawn to, or a certain stone? Is this one okay then? Yeah. Okay. All right, Taylor. Stop. That's the one. Jojo, of course. Welcome, welcome, waka, waka. Bottom of the deck, Observer. And going the distance. Seems like you guys may have already gone the distance. And now it's like looking at things from a different perspective. All right, Taylor, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me actually, because I just read for that particular card. I'm going to read the relationship message from this one because I feel like that's more. And if you want to go back and listen to the other one, please do. Because I just read this like a couple minutes ago. So, number 49, the essential meaning: perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Relationship message: sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It's like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a step back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates, Taylor. Thank you for coming in tonight and letting me read for you. I love doing this, you guys. Thank you. All right, blessed one. Yes, thank you. Cheers. Thanks for the likes and subscribes and all of that too, guys. Thank you. Let me keep adding these names to the list before it runs down. After I read, I'm going to read for blessed one right now. We're going to see what's coming in. Then I'm going to be reading for fangirl Jen. Then I have Jojo and Grace. The divination deck. This one. Or this one. This is actually a book of spells. So this is like if somebody feels like they need a specific sort of guidance, it's quite literally just a little book of spells. But Asuna, I am doing well, thank you. Thank you for coming in tonight. Yes, of course. I just added your name to the list. I have a few people before you. I'm going to read for blessed one. Then I'll be reading for Jen, then Jojo, then Grace, and then you, Asuna, of course. So which one do you want me to do? Blessed one? Now I'm confused. I'm going to stick with this deck. Let me just take a sip of my water, y'all. Oh, you're quite welcome. Thank you for coming in tonight, Asuna. I appreciate it. I love doing this. It's like my community service as a spiritual junkie. Oh, Sustainable Path. Forgive me, Sustainable Path. If you're still here, I am just seeing your comment. Forgive me. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just saying I needed to add your name back on. I didn't see your name and I didn't have you on my list, but you are on there just after Jojo and Grace because that's where I see your comment. Okay. So you're there. My apologies. I'm going to read right now for blessed one. Then I've got a couple more people. I just was saying your name because, yeah, forgive me. All right, blessed one. Let's see what's popping. What's coming for February? How's everybody doing with these current transits? To be honest, I don't even really know what's going on. I just know we're all moving forward. Yeah, Fangirl Jen. I grab whichever one is speaking to me that day. Interesting. So not for you at the bottom of the deck, but TikTok is the card that just fell out. So essential meanings: timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. Oracle's message: when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future is ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, were happening now in glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co create the life you desire, so release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment into your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up right when you need them to, when you need them, right on time. And the prosperity message: your prosperity is co created by your endeavors as they occur in human made time and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation, partner, spirit, in a divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and make a commitment to remain in high vibration thoughts and feelings. If you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all, like magic. So, what if all the fuss about not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. Indeed, what is meant for you will never pass you by. Rejection is just protection and redirection. So, I hope that helps, blessed one. Thank you for coming in. You know, I love my repeat offenders. So, Fangirl Jen, I'm on to you, darling. And then I'll be reading for JoJo. After JoJo, I got Grace. After Grace, Sustainable Path. After Sustainable Path, Asuna. Is there a deck that's calling to you, dear? Or one that I've used in the past, that you wanted to pose a question with? Let me know. You're so welcome. Thank you, blessed one. This one? The moon deck? Perfect. Yes, this is Yasmin Boland's Moonology Manifestation deck. Another Gemini card. New moon in Gemini. Think it through. Bottom of the deck, full moon in Taurus. Detoxify. That sounds like a need for grounding and like personal space to a degree, More of that like journaling. All right. New moon in Jimmy Gem. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts. Think it through. Look for the signposts about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. Make a list of your goals. There's a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. Manifesting focus. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation. Anything written, an upset you've had, or a relationship that feels blocked. Manifesting mindset. Expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea, but this card also suggests you need to do some inner work and trust your intuition. No doubt. Always believe your own intuition above what anybody else has to say. And sometimes you need to take that time to like think it through and process whatever is happening. But if it's holding you back or holding you hostage, like in those negative feelings, they're important to work through. You don't want to just like disregard them and pretend like it's not happening. Acknowledge it and figure out a way through. Yeah. I hope that helps. I hope that resonates, Jen. Thank you for coming to hang out. I'm so glad that you finally caught me. And I'm going to be trying to stick to this weekly schedule. But I also put out all 12 zodiac signs. So go to our channel and you can find, I just put them out like last night. So thank you for coming to hang out, Jen. Jojo, we want to know what's up with Dee's feelings. I feel like I should grab this one. And Jojo, if that deck does not resonate for you, please jump in the chat box and let me know. Yes, amen. Amen. As a cancer survivor and a divorce survivor, like sometimes going through the pain of cutting the cancer out sucks. But at the same time, it's absolutely worth it. Like, don't let it drag you down and slow you down. Like, you are a little piece of heaven. Shine on unapologetically, brightly, and loudly as possible. You are a piece of heaven. Do not forget that. Jojo, you still in here, doll? If not, then Grace. And I'm proud of you, Jen, for doing what you got to do to take care of yourself. It's not easy to do that work. So keep going. Jojo, are you still here, dear? If you're not, I'm going to move on to Grace. Hi, Alex. Welcome. I have a few people ahead of you, but I will certainly add your name to the list right now. All right, Jojo, this is last call. If I don't hear from you in the chat box, I'm going to move on to Grace. Oh. Grace, let's get the tea. Yes. I feel like I should grab this deck. I don't know why. Are you from Michigan? I've never been there. I've never been to Michigan, but I have only heard that it is, a beautiful place. I'd love to go at some point. All right, Grace, let's get your energy on these cards. Let's see what's up. Oh, you're moving from California? Whereabouts? Yes, baby, you can certainly ask. I don't know if, so just given looking at this answer, Grace, I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel like it may not go so well. Like you might fail one of the tests and you're going to be left, feeling left out. But that's not to say that you don't have free will and that you can't change that before it happens, right? Like if you want to get your license before you move, make sure that you put in the time and, oh, right on. I lived in SoCal for a while, San Bernardino area. Anyway, not the point. It could end potentially very poorly, right? And it could leave you feeling left out. So if you want this license thing to happen, like you got to take it seriously. But let me read what the Four of Cups has to say for you, dear. This sensuous woman knows her desires and how to bring them to her. Her full emotions are in concert with the changes of the moon, comfortable in her being with the ebb and flow of life. She encourages you to trust your heart's desire and to receive the pearl of wisdom that is hidden there. There is time to draw you to what you truly desire, to own your power and receive your ultimate fulfillment. Know that your heart's longing is yours for the asking, and that the intensity of your desire will bring it to you. Yeah, girl, you got to study to make it happen. And I don't know to what degree that means for you, but I would just say, like, make sure that you're taking it seriously because being reckless with a vehicle can lead to a fiery crash, and that's not what we want. Yeah, don't stress on it. Believe in your own ability. Like, and it's okay if you end up not passing it. Like that's perfectly okay. Like again, rejection is protection and redirection. Like, but if you're serious about it, you got to act serious about it. So I hope that helps, darling. And I hope to see you back soon. All right, I'm running out of space on this sustainable path. What am I reading for you, dear? Oh, you're so welcome, darling. Thank you for coming in. Sustainable path. What's up with Brian? He's giving you mixed signals. I don't like that. Rude. Is there a certain deck that's calling to you, dear? He parties a lot. Boo. Hi, Rose. Welcome. This one? So, is that what you're seeing? This one? Sustainable path? Ay, ay, ay. All right, perfect. Let me give this a quick cut. Let me add Rose's name to the list. And then let's keep it rolling. All right, perfect. Let's keep this rolling. Again, thank you guys for coming, hanging out, liking, subscribing, doing all the stuff and all the things and all the stuff and things. You guys are rad. Thank you. So, sustainable path. What's going on with you and Brian? Oh, thank you, Rose. It's like things keep going sideways, but not ever really popping out. Interesting. Too much. Although this seems to be telling a story. Like Two of Swords. That's, I see that as traditionally like a closed off, like, but maybe it's about finding balance for the two of you. Because when you put in the work, it still feels like there's a great void. But he's always coming in with like this new, like childish, lighthearted love. And then these last two cards are the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. Oh, yay, Jen. Thank you. So, yeah, I feel like there's not enough balance. It's like there's no seriousness. And if there's work being put in, it's not reciprocated appropriately. So, like, there's this constant feeling of like needing to get back to center. Like, should I stay or should I go? Is this for real? Because I mean, I know that the maiden is traditionally like the knight. You don't want the knight to keep showing up with, you want the King of Cups, not the. So I feel like there needs to be a balance struck. Like there needs to be a clear, expectation put out there. Oh, thank you, Asuna. Yeah, because you deserve more than like what the knight is trying to bring. Like you deserve the king, you deserve the emperor, like, and you don't deserve to continually feel so unbalanced. I mean, there's 3 2s in these cards that popped out. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just remember that regardless of what my cards say, listen to your own intuition and remember that you're a little piece of heaven and you deserve all that you desire. So if homeboy isn't living up to, reasonable expectations, stop playing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're drifting apart. Yeah, because it can't be that it's just one person doing the work. There has to be balance and there has to be some seriousness to it if it is to be like a long-term relationship. I mean, if nothing else, I would say speak your mind because any human really, there's not many humans out there that are true mind readers, like that's we really need to be able to speak what we expect and to share that. Like my mom says, mean what you say what you mean, but whatever you do, don't say it mean. Don't give people an opportunity to say something bad about you. And don't leave an opportunity on the table for you to feel like you left regret behind or you left your dignity or integrity behind, because that's clutch. So, sustainable path, thank you for coming in tonight. I do appreciate it. I do enjoy it. Thank you so much. Alphonse, thank you. Let me add you to the list, dear. I have a few ahead of you. Sustainable Path, you're so welcome. Thank you for coming in tonight. Hi, Liz. All right, so I'm going to be reading for Asuna. After Asuna, I've got Alex. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you guys for coming in. Thanks for the likes, the subscribes. I do appreciate it. I really enjoy doing this work. I've enjoyed tarot for many years, and yeah, I like to give people the opportunity to just ask one question without feeling that there's a need for a monetary exchange. It's not necessary. Just a little patience is all that's required here. Renga's current feelings. There's a no contact situation going on. I'm feeling drawn to this deck, Asuna. And yes, Liz, I'm sorry if I didn't already say, certainly, if I haven't added you to the list, I will in just a moment. Yes, I did, Liz. You are on my list here. So, Asuna, no contact. All right. Let's see what the cards had to say. Current feelings between you and Ring. I mean, I can't lie. Like, that's why I shuffle on the camera. Like, you were meant to see that. But it seems like you were also meant to be reminded that you're blessed. So, I'm sorry, it seems like I may be delivering some not so good news. But again, what is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay? If it didn't work out, it's because there's something better meant for you, okay? So, orphaned, a sense of loss and identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. Relationship message, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. So, Asuna, I'm sorry if that's not what you were hoping to hear, but I can't fake the funk. So, you're a little piece of heaven. Shine on, dear. Shine on. Alex, I have you next. What are R's feelings about you? And Sun, yes, I can add you to the list. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming in tonight. All right, Alex, I have your question as what's going on with R's feelings? Is that right? And is there a certain deck that's calling to you with that? what's the feeling? All right. I'm going to grab this deck. This is not a deck that comes with a booklet that has a message associated with each card, but it does have, like keywords and phrases, which could give us some insight anyhow. Okay. Here now. Divine masculine, yang energy. Beginnings. Try again. New direction. Start over. The last card, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Is this like a new start that's like failing to get off the ground because R is not in the masculine yet? Like, I say that because the bottom of the deck, one day, someday, somewhere, another time. Yeah, this gives the feeling of like somebody choosing to remain, childish and not stand in their real power, like that. Forgive me if this sounds offensive because I don't mean it like to be absolutely offensive, but I mean it like, is this the kind of like Andrew Tate kind of man situation? And he's not recognizing his own potential and he's choosing instead to continue escaping and blocking and being childish, It's like he has the opportunity to start again, but he's choosing not to. Bro, I got one of those stink bugs flying around in here. Those milky exoskeletons. Hi, Rachel. Yes, of course, dear. So, Alex, he may just need the attention called to it. You know what I mean? Like, some men need help with that and need to be called on their BS. I mean, some humans, we all need it. You know what I mean? But no, that reciprocity is everything. So if you're putting more into this than he's putting into it, I mean, you can't go saving people. Like, take care of yourself and love yourself fully and completely. You're worth it. So thank you, Alex. Thanks for coming in and letting me read for you. I appreciate it. All right, baby, I'm on to you. And what's going on with DP's feels? How's DP feeling? And Alex, thank you. Thank you for coming in tonight, letting me read for you. I appreciate it. Guys, if you want to book personals or potentially win a reading with myself or one of our other readers, in the pinned comments, utopiamagic.org. And of course, subscribe and do all the things and push all the buttons. And I just put out February's zodiac signs, so go check those out as well. Baby, are you still here? If you're not, I can move on to Elizabeth. Yes, Princess T, of course. All right, Liz, thank you. I'm going to put your question down now. Elizabeth or baby, are you guys here? If you're not, I can keep going. That's okay. After Elizabeth, hi, how are you, dear? What's your question? Hi, baby. I have your question as DP's. What's DP's feelings? And Elizabeth, if you want to drop your question, I can, or, if there's a deck preference, I can start shuffling for that after I read for baby. Current connection between you and Joey. All right. All right, let's get it. So, baby, what's up between you and DP? Is there a certain deck that calls to you? I don't know why I'm feeling like one of these two. But I feel like this is going to answer the question, though. Look around. Let's just do this. All right. So, DP's feelings. What's going on? Hi, Gregory. Welcome, 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 welcome. Baby and DP. Oh, there we go. So, bottom of the deck is commitment. And the card that flew out was beauty, charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. Yeah, one day, someday. Releasing a past life. But between you and DP, there is the potential to have that, Jojo, you were not skipped, darling. I had called your name, but maybe there was a delay or something. So I can certainly read for you now. And Jojo, yours was what was Dee's feelings, yeah? And if there's a certain deck, just let me know. After I read for Jojo, I'll move on to Elizabeth, and we'll find out what's going on with Elizabeth and Joey. Then I got a few more to go. All right, so what are Dee's feelings? Let's see. What are Dee's feelings? Oh, forgive me, guys. Sorry. I feel drawn to this one. Jojo, if there's another deck or stone that's calling to you, please let me know. Oh, Gregory, let me add you to the list. I'm sorry. Let's see. All right, Jojo, I'm going to grab this deck unless there's... Oops, sorry. Unless there's a preference for something else, okay? So let's see what's going on between you and Dee, Jojo. Bottom of the deck, number 44, Thinker. And Number 3, Between Worlds. So, Jojo, between you and D. The essential message in this card is transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness, and no man's land. The relationship message. Yes, Rachel, there is a list. I can add you to it. I've got a few more people ahead of you. Jojo, the relationship message between you and D. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. Jojo, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Thanks for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. And everybody who has come in tonight already and liked and commented and all the things, thank you so much. Yes, Jojo, thank you, dear. And Rachel and Natty, I'm adding you both to the list now. I've got a number of names ahead of you, but I only ask that you guys pay with patience, right? So Elizabeth and Joey, let's see what's good. I don't know why, but I feel like I should stick with this deck. It's been giving really good info tonight, and I like that. So, Elizabeth, between you and Joey, what's the deal? I keep freaking doing that. Co-create, number 40. Bottom of the deck is not for you. Let me light my candle again. Sorry. Oh. Number 40, co-create. So, Elizabeth, between you and Joey, the essential meaning: creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. Relationship message: connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening up new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. So if you guys aren't making art yet, I feel like you will be, and I feel it necessary to mention, Elizabeth, if you are of childbirthing age, be careful, because you could actually be like co-creating a new life. Okay. So, there's that. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for letting me read for you, Elizabeth. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. All right, Miss Rose. Oh, you're so welcome, dear. Go enjoy some art with Joey. Like, I feel like I just today went to this like indoor-outdoor museum with a friend of mine, and it's super cool. Like all these installations of like abstract art that made me feel like a total idiot and like, like, I don't get it, but it was really cool. So maybe go do something like that or take like a painting class or something. I hope that helps, Elizabeth. Thank you. So, Rose, what am I reading for you tonight, dear? Do you have a particular question, or is there a certain deck that's calling to you? What's up between you and George? I mean, this deck has been fire tonight for the relationship messages. So I'm going to stick with it. Unless, again, there's something that's calling to you, I'm happy to grab it. Whoosh. Oh. All right, serendipity. Number 18. Ooh, on the bottom of the deck is 30. Tick-tock. I get the feeling that this is like maybe one of those relationships where it's like the timing is never quite right, but like the way that you guys always come together is serendipitous. But let's see. So number 18, serendipity, essential meanings, opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. Oh, that's true. Yep. Relationship message. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. I mean, so don't go out the house looking crazy because I don't know if you're going to bump into this George someplace that you're like not expecting it. So stay on your toes, stay hydrated, and listen to your own intuition above all else, okay? Thank you so much for coming in tonight and letting me read for you. I appreciate it. I love it. All right, Rose, thank you. Alphonse, I had seen you had put out a question. Alphonse, if you could drop your question in for me again, I would appreciate it. Sweet. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Is Liz falling in love with you? I feel like I should grab this deck tonight. Oh, Lisa. I feel like we've talked about this before. Let's see what's going on, Alphonse. Alphonse and Lisa. So bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. That's giving closed heart chakra vibes, like I was saying earlier. But this particular card, as I've said as well, this whole deck offers a different interpretation of everything. But the Ten of Swords, it feels like a closing cycle. So Moon in Gemini. The silly little girl is armed to the teeth against the furious imaginary rainstorm she perceives to be lashing at her from above. In reality, there is just a tiny rain cloud passing overhead, and it's a beautiful sunny day. Through the lesson of her example, she urges you to pay attention. What are you holding dear, as your reality is likely far from the truth? It is time to expand your horizons and put out your feelers beyond your limited mental perceptions and see the humor of your illusions. There is a bigger picture to be seen when you are no longer fooled by appearances. It gives me the vibe that, like, maybe you need to have a conversation with Lisa just to understand, you know what I mean? Like, make sure that maybe not scare her away, right? Like, put the fear in her head where she's like, oh God, is this going somewhere that I'm not expecting or wanting? But there is the potential to transmute the energy and be successful in this. But there has to be a balance and there has to be clarity. Like, if this is like you guys have already been through this cycle, you guys have already done it, like there needs to maintain that balance. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. Just don't be disillusioned by that. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't be like one of those people that's like, oh, we went on one date and now she's my fiance kind of thing. And I'm not saying that you would be. I'm just saying that, like, don't take it to some place that it's not. You know what I mean? And not without having the clarity from her. Awesome. That's awesome. So stay balanced in that. And maybe don't get caught in your head by things that are just illusions, you know? Like, stay balanced, stay in your power, and speak your mind. Clear is kind. Thank you, Alphonse, for coming back. Great to see you, so to speak, right? Liz, what is coming towards you in love? Yeah, don't get caught up in that. Journal, especially like if you have strong air signs, journal. And this card came out for one of the signs that I just read for. You can check our playlist. I just put out all 12 zodiac signs last night. So there may be a message in there for you as well. Sun, moon, or rising, maybe even Venus or Mars. Yeah. I don't shy away from the cross watcher, certainly. Check it out if you feel like Gemini or Virgo could be the message for you. But thank you, Alphonse, for coming in and letting me read for you. I appreciate it. I'm on to Liz. After Liz, I've got Sun. Then I've got Princess T, Gregory, Rachel, and Natty. And then after that, I'm going to call it because I'm already at an hour and a half almost. So, Liz, what's coming towards you in love? There's a couple different ways that we could approach that. Hi, Sun. If Liz doesn't jump in the comments, I'll be reading for you next. But Liz, there's a couple of different ways that I could. Hi, Liz. There's a couple different ways that I can approach that question. Like, I could read from this deck where it may give a certain sign, like knowing timing potentially, or the sign of somebody who's coming into your life. And then the message would be, you know, how to manifest that romance, right? So you have to do a little bit of interpreting to make sense of it in a romantic way with this particular deck because it's not intended for that. But I could also just read from this deck. As I said, this one's been really responsive tonight. And it's a classic, like, as you can see, you guys, it's well loved very beat up. It's one of my favorite decks. All right. Sorry, I'm just taking off my jacket, y'all. I'm getting hot. All right. So as I said, yes, Liz, this one may give you a sort of like a time frame, or it may be that the card that jumps out with the zodiac sign on it, that could be a sign of a person that's going to be approaching you. And don't forget to check their whole chart. Don't just rely on the sun sign. Because there's people like me that were born in the middle of the night. So, all right. Let's see what's up. What's coming in love for this? Scheiße. Come on now. When I cut the deck, I saw Aries. I was just spending time with an Aries sun today. And he has an Aquarius moon too, funny enough. And again, last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Well, maybe it's an Aquarius that's coming in. Maybe you've got something coming on. Or maybe it's a Gemini that's coming during Aquarius season. But I'm going to read this card because I read this one earlier tonight for somebody else. So I'm going to read this one. But please feel free to go back and see where I had this card out if you want to hear that message as well. So last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. Drawing this card suggests it's time to be more grounded and work out what really matters to you. Once you're clear about your priorities, you can start to allot time, energy, and focus to them. If you want to create something solid, it takes a mix of good ideas and practical work. The most important thing to work out is what's really important to you and whether you're living your life in accordance with that. If not, this card is a nudge to make changes so you can achieve what you want. Manifesting mix. Here we have an energy that's modern and cool, and another that's rustic and real. Never the twain shall meet. Manifesting mindset. Once you know your priorities, it becomes possible for you to work out where to focus your intention in terms of your life and your manifesting. And you know what that makes me think of is that don't put somebody in a certain box just because of the way that they, represent themselves. Like maybe you're like the super hippie chic kind of girl and you meet like a total cowboy and you're like, what the heck? Like, how would this ever work? Like, just don't close yourself off to any possibilities. Like, clear your mind, know exactly what you want. This card talks a lot about releasing what's not serving you. And as I said earlier, write in black ink for the stuff that you want to release, but write in blue ink for the things that you do want to bring about. And what is a true priority for you when it comes to being in a relationship? If things like loyalty and honesty and patience and attention, like whatever your love language is, like write out those things that are going to be important to you in a relationship and in a partner so that you can draw those qualities in and try and, display them in yourself as well. So Liz, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Thank you for coming in tonight and letting me read for you. I do appreciate it. And as this Aries card says, go for it. Go for it. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Sun. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. The man of your dreams. Is he coming? I feel like I should go back to this deck. Oh, Gregory, yes, of course, I will grab that deck for you. Yes. I knew I put that up for somebody. All right, so Sun. Where is the man of your dreams? Let's see. Whoosh. Chop wood, carry water. Seems like there's a need to do some work, whether that be literally or figuratively. I can't even say the word. You know what I'm trying to say. Figuratively. Either way, there's going to need to be some work done. Ooh, but look at that. Imagine. That makes me think of the Beatles song. And that is number 20. This is number 29, breathe. And this is number 2, yin. And that's funny because 20 would break down to a 2. 2 is obviously still 2, but 29 becomes 11. So there's going to be a lot of synchronicities going on for you. I think that what you need to do first, though, is like do the work, whatever that may be. So maybe it's quite literally just like cleaning the laundry off of the chair in the corner of your room for you to have the space to be able to imagine and breathe and to call in the love that you really deserve and desire. So I'm not going to read the relationship message for all 3 of these. I'll just read it for this one here, imagine, because that's what this is really about, is like, what can you imagine into your life? How can you breathe that into existence and accept it? Receive the gifts that are meant to come to you and clear the space so that you're able to receive them, whether that be mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever. Like, allow yourself that opportunity. Allow yourself the understanding that you deserve to have the partnership that you've been dreaming and imagining. So Sun, essential meanings: turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. Relationship message: in matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You will be changed for the better. Imagine that. All right, dear. Well, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates, Sun. Thank you for coming in tonight and letting me read for you. It's a joy and a pleasure. Thank you. Shine on like the little piece of heaven you are, Sun. All right, Princess T, what's up with Kyle's feelings? And then Gregory, I'll be reading for you after I read for Princess T. After Gregory, I've got Rachel and Natty. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you so much, Sun. Thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. All right, Princess T, let's see what's going on with Kyle's feels. You're still here, yeah? Because I need your energy for these cards to respond. Page of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. So, Princess T, has there been a recent change? Because Child of Innocence, that's like a new kind of love. But let's see what the card has to say about it. And then I'll read for Gregory. So, Child of Seas, Innocence. The innocent child of the seas sleeps deeply in the cowrie shell womb, safe and at peace within the storm. She is protected in her guilelessness. The sweetness of this ocean child's innocence teaches trust, especially when the seas are stormy and life is uncertain. Challenging times can require going deeply within to find the true center where stillness is known and the need to control is released. During turbulent times, open to the childlike quality of innocence within you to find life's perfect way through. Yeah, I was just asking, like, was there something serious that just occurred? Because that's major arcana. So if something major has just occurred, you're being given an opportunity to be in a safe space. But don't settle for page energy. Like, again, make sure that you are aware, Princess T, that you are deserving of the Emperor or the King of Cups. Not just a page or a knight, but all right, Princess T, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. So whatever these big changes are that have just come, like, you are safe. So again, if there's been a big change between you and Kyle, don't be scared. Trust in yourself and your spirit guides, okay? And in your own intuition, for real. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. All right, Gregory, I'm going to read for you. And then I've got Rachel and Natty. And then I am going to say goodnight. All right, guys. And also, if you are if you're new to this situation, utopiamagic.org to win a free reading or to book a free reading. Or excuse me, to book a reading or win a free one. My goodness, I'm getting tired, y'all. All right, what does Gregory need to hear? Ooh. Bottom of the deck is author Jamaica Kincaid with History. So Gregory, either one of these decks, or either one of these authors from this deck may have a message for you within their own work. So keep that in mind. Sandra Cisneros, The Body. Okay, Natty, I'm almost to you, dear. I'm reading for Gregory, then Rachel, and then you. And then I'm going to go to bed. My tired geriatric butt needs to go to sleep. Okay. Sandra Cisneros, The Body. So Gregory. Born in a working-class Chicago neighborhood to a Mexican father and a Mexican-American mother, Sandra Cisneros navigates the richness and misogyny of both Mexican and American cultures. She vowed to never marry and always have a house of her own. Her most famous book, The House on Mango Street, a coming-of-age novel of saturated sensory vignettes, is taught in elementary schools and colleges alike. Make sure to check out her poetry, which asserts a healthy sexuality, and her masterful short stories, too. I don't know why, but I feel drawn to read about Kincaid as well. History. Jamaica Kincaid, born in 1949, born on Antigua, a former slave owning British colony in the West Indies. Eager to get away, she moved to the United States at 18 to work as an au pair. Soon after, she began writing New Yorker articles and intense, biting fiction and nonfiction, which speaks with tremendous authority and clarity and often repeats images and phrases in an insistent invective against the failures of mothers, fathers, siblings, and colonialism. I hope that helps, Gregory. I hope that resonates. Maybe go check out some of their work. I feel like there's more to that message for you. Making a big old mess. All right, Rachel, what are my husband's current feelings? We're in a separation and you want divorce. He's against it. Well, dear, I'm always going to tell you, listen to your own intuition above all else. But let's see what this deck has to say about it. It's funny because I was just thinking about this earlier today. Like, I'm that friend. I mean, I've literally said this to one of my friends. He was telling me that he was getting a divorce. And I was like, hell yeah, good for you. Like, if you're not happy, like, you know what I mean? Like, keep it pushing. Like, don't be held down or held back by anything. And as a divorce survivor, like, again, like, it took a lot for me to make that choice. But in the end, ultimately, I'm far better off, than I would have been had I stayed. So listen to your own intuition, Rachel. But let's see what's going on between Rachel and Isaac. It sounds like a song. I saw the never-ending story when I split this deck open. Seems like there's like a cycle that just won't end. It's like the same crap over and over again. Like, ay. Observer. A change in the wind. And breathe. Yeah, you need a second just to breathe. It's like you're trying to remove yourself from the situation and provide yourself with a different perspective, because the chaos is just, to be able to really see a tornado or a hurricane, you have to be above it, or outside of it. When you're inside of that sort of turmoil, it's difficult to find your center and to just have a moment to breathe, to try and understand what's really going on. And here it is again, never ending story. I just saw that when I cut the deck. Like, you're going to have to listen to your own intuition on this, of course. But at the end of the day, like, make sure that you're taking the time to get the bird's eye view on the situation. Like, don't let him drag you back into this mess when you haven't really felt the opportunity to, like, breathe and figure this out. Otherwise, you're just going to end up with your hand on your head again. I don't know if you're like getting migraines or something, or if it's just giving you a headache, like after a while, where like you feel like you can't function. You need to give yourself that time to recover. I'm not sure what his feelings are, Rachel. I wouldn't. It's difficult for me to read energy that's not present. So I'm reading your energy right now. And it feels like you're stuck in a never ending story. And it's just not fair. Like the work is not being put in on both sides. Like you are literally bending over backwards. And there's not a reciprocity in this. You know, like you're going to have to keep yourself removed. Do not let him pull you back into the chaos. Okay? So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Thank you. Hi, Tanisha. Hi, Erica. Hi, Kay. Hi, God's daughter. Thank you all so much for coming in. I'm just doing one final question because I'm coming up on 2 hours here and I have to go to work tomorrow. So I need to go to bed. So thank you guys for jumping in here at the end of the read. But I do this weekly. Please come back, subscribe, like, do all the things so that you know. You can go to utopiamagic.org as well to enter yourself for a potential free reading or to book a one-on-one. So please go to our website, utopiamagic.org, to make that happen. But typically it's first come, first serve, just single question. And I do these live free readings weekly. So please come back and I thank you for coming in. And I did also just drop all of the zodiac signs last night. So there's brand new reads for February for each sign. So please feel free to go check that out. There may be a message in there for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. But I'm going to read this final question now for Natty, and then I am going to call it a night. But thank you guys for coming in tonight and subscribing and doing all the things and all the stuff and things. Thank you guys. So, does TG want to come back? I'm going to grab this deck. All right. So, now, what's going on with TG? Oh, got sucked in. There we go. All right. So, Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Traditionally, this is like a card of spirit carrying you to calmer waters. But I'm going to read what this card has to say. Now, again, listen to your own intuition and what the meaning of this card will be for you. Yeah. So Mary Magdalene, initiation. I believe that says, right? Mary Magdalene, Christ's wife and beloved, the archetypal bride of the eternal bridegroom, the incarnation of love, fertility, compassion, and wisdom. Mary has been worshipped as the goddess throughout parts of the Christian world for more than 2,000 years. Mary was the high priestess of initiation who anointed Jesus at the banquet table after his death, a rite reserved only for brides and the high priestess of Isis at the time on earth. Her anointment proclaimed Christ's kingship and initiated him into the hieros gamos, or sacred marriage, the cosmic union of the feminine and masculine. Mary was the honored witness of Christ's resurrection and carried his line forward. In her green robe of fertility, she carries the seed of her beloved into the world. Her golden halo of roses represents her grace and purity of love and wisdom. Mary Magdalene is the blessed and enlightened one, the restored bride of the sacred feminine. She initiates all through her anointment of love with the wisdom of the sacred mysteries. Mary is here to remind you that you hold the sacred womb and doorway to life through your divine feminine essence, regardless of your gender. Her power to anoint through the rites of initiation are available to you as you remember the ancient wisdoms and teachings that live in your cellular memory. Honor Mary through the reverence of your holy essence and the power of your inner high priestess as the bride of spirit, where all creation is restored. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates, but that gives me the feeling like there's absolute potential here between you and TG. I don't know if you guys have already had a child together, but even if it's not literally creating life and all of that the card was talking about with conception and so forth, like perhaps it's TG that needs a sort of like a healing, an anointment to be recognized by spirit. I mean, if you get back together, you might. 2 6s, that's spirit stepping in. Spirit is always the balancer. And this card being number 15, that's 3 6s. I mean, Spirit's trying to tell you, look at that, another 6. I think if you guys choose to get back together, it's going to take balance and reciprocity, but you have all that you require. Yeah, look at that, alchemy and sorcery. Hey, MK. Hi, Amina. Hey, guys, I was just finishing up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just finishing up. I've already been on for almost 2 hours, and I got to go to work in the morning. But now, yeah, there's definitely an opportunity for Spirit to step in. But again, it's going to take, it requires work. And there has to be balance on both sides. No, the number 6 doesn't necessarily have to be a bad number. Number 6 is even, 3 and 3, Yeah, it doesn't have to be. You could look up angel number 666, and actually on our website we do have some blog posts about angel numbers so that you can help understand some of it. What should you work on right now? Self. I mean, I was just finishing up with Natty. She's going to be my last one for tonight because I got to get to bed. Well, actually, I need to go switch my laundry first and then go to bed. Oh, Coheed. I used to... I knew the guys from Thrice, and I would see them with Coheed back in the day. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, work on balance within yourself. Like, as I say so many times, like you are each a little piece of the heavens, and your natal chart is proof of that. So shine brightly, unapologetically, and honor yourself and respect yourself. When you know self, you know God. When you know God, you know unconditional love. Like, you're incredible, you're dope. Like, stand in your power. Okay? Thank you to everybody who's come in tonight. I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Go to our website, check out the description and the pinned comments if you want to book a reading or win one with me or with one of the other readers. And check out this month's zodiac signs. Oh, you're so welcome, Natty. Thank you. Thank you all for coming in tonight. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Cheers.